Hi Cancer, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading as a pick a card for the eclipse season. So we're going to choose 3 piles, choose what resonates, and if they don't resonate with you in this, please check your other placements. So this one. So we've got facade for pile number 1. This one. Pile number 2 is forgiveness. And pile number 3 is this one, vanity. So Cancer, I will leave that playing for just a few seconds. If you don't have enough time, pause the video and tune in to what your intuition is telling you which pile to go with. And I'll see you, there will be timestamps down below, I will see you in your reading. Thank you. Hi pile number 1, so you chose the card of facade. It's a yellow card which is all around your solar plexus, yes, sorry, which is all around your free will, willpower, transformation. And with card facade, what I'm seeing is that I think you're covering up who you truly are. Let's see what that means for you. Let's see what cards come out and guidance that means for you, pile number 1. So you've got transformation, defining yourself. Yeah, I think you're basically not showing the world the true you. I think you're just being somebody so it pleases other people, I want to say. Whether that is how you feel. Oh, 2 of these came out. So we've got grief, accepting loss, and we've got culmination, completion and renewal. Yeah, so this is basically with this eclipse season, and it's like across the board. I've noticed so far with all the readings I've done is that we are literally changing, everything is changing for us. It's just that we need to define who we truly are ourselves, because this is the new path that we're going on to. You could be going through a stage of death and rebirth, which is why I see this grief card here. And you've also got the completion and renewal, because we're all going through a big massive cycle at the moment. Transcendence is the next one, which is achieving success. But I think it's time for you to come away and show people the real you, rather than you hiding yourself, because you know who you truly are. You've been doing the work, you've grown quite a lot. It's just that you just don't show other people what you've done. And we've got time. And I think that's there at the end, because now is the time. Now is, especially during this eclipse season, is the time for, I mean, all of us, but like I said, the energy across the board has more or less been similar. There's a few different things across some of them, but the majority is now is the time that we have to transform into who we truly are. We have to start living the life that we came to this planet to do. There's no more hiding anymore. This is what the eclipses are. The light is shining through the darkness, and it's time to shine that light. There's no hiding behind anything anymore, and this is why you were drawn to this pile number 1. Pile number 1. Maybe you are number 1 in your family or something. I don't know why I said it that way. It's like, yes, number 1. You feel like it's one of them Star Trek things, don't you? This is probably what it is. It's like you need to show who you truly are. Think about who, and all the races and all the different species and aliens and whatever you want to call them in Star Trek. It's like you are basically the you need to come out of your shell and tell us who you are, basically. I'm not saying you're any of them things, maybe you are, I don't know, but I'm not, but basically I'm saying you need to take the mask off. You need to now show the world, like I said, who you truly are, and not to worry about what other people are thinking anymore, because at the end of the day, it's not about them. The Nine of Earth says enjoying life's little luxuries, spending time alone, and successful self-employment. So what other guidance do we have for, because I think once we take that mask off, it's going to lead us to what we truly want to do in our lives. And that's where I think this is coming in, is because it's going to make us more happy, more joyful, more abundant. And that's why that came out first. So we've got the Four of Air, but it's time for you to take a rest. To figure out, basically, the way I'm seeing this is to figure out how you're going to then show yourself to the world. What is it that you need to say out there? What is it that you need to, how are you going to present yourself when you've for so long hidden who you truly are? But it's like saying there, meditation brings answers. We've got the Ace of Air, clarity, new ideas and inspirations coming through. Now it does say it's a challenging beginning, because it will be, because it's different for everybody. But when people see who you truly are, and that you are actually willing to grow into the person you were meant to be, you will have many, many people admiring what you do, and they will follow suit then. What else do we have for pile number 1, please? So we've got the King of Air, the Eight of Fire, too many there, we've got the Sun, and we've got a couple of cards here. So we've got the Empress and the Knight of Fire. So basically, things are going to come into fruition and very quickly. You've got a lot of messages or things happening fastly for you, and it can be very daunting, things like that. So just trust your intuition, because this is saying good, happy, abundant things are coming into your life. Things that you're going to resonate with, things that are going to make you feel passionate about, but you need to control your emotions. You need to balance the things that are happening in your life, because you've lived a life, I feel, hidden away from people. Either hidden, I don't know why I had to say that then, but hidden away from people, or like I said, hiding who you truly are. Is that you have to balance how you manage that then. So it's working through your emotional side and through your thoughts and feelings as well. Okay, so what other messages do we have for pile number 1, please? Messages for pile number 1, please. Okay, so we've got you are good enough. Yeah, you're good enough of who you truly are, not who you are pretending to be. You are good enough now to actually bring out who you are. So we've got meditate and contemplate, and I was going to say that because it's right above the 4 or below the 4 of Air, is you need to like I said, balance them things out. You need to meditate, figure out how you're going to go about this now. And it's just a slight change that you need to make in your life. It's not, I don't feel it's a big change. I feel like it's change that's coming in very suddenly during this eclipse season. But it's all going to be for the betterment of you. So it's, what do you need to release? And that's probably a question you need to ask when you're meditating. What do I need to let go of? What do I need to complete and finish up in myself, so I can move on to this new successful life that I'm going to have? Oops. A time to give rather than take. A personal issue reaches resolution. And one more, please. One more. Okay, and believe in the impossible. So when you believe that, like, you can change, okay, and not change the facade. When you believe that you can be the person who you were meant to be on this planet, this is when good things actually come into your life. It may be that there's a situation where you're basically given or taken a lot of people, and that's where the facade has come in. So it's now your time to actually give to others, and you can only give to others when you can be who you truly are in your own body. It's not that mask that you're hiding behind, you know. What next steps or piece of advice then can I give you there, pile number one? What next steps or advice can we give you moving forward? These two. So you've got the Ten of Air, so the end of a cycle, and the Fool, the beginning of a new cycle. So it's getting rid of the end of a difficult phase in your life, and now it's time for you, like I said, to live the dream that you were supposed to live. It's not being the person who you think other people want you to be. The Four of Water, new opportunities are coming in for you when you do this. So it's about making sure that you open your eyes to everything that happens around you. Sorry, 1 minute. We've got the King of Fire. It says focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So maybe someone is coming into your life to actually help you with this new beginning, or the person who's coming in is the one who's going to be offering you this opportunity. Got the Queen of Water. Care for yourself and others. Oh wow, 3 came out. See what they are. The Nine of Water. Wow. The Two of Earth and the King of Earth. Yeah, there could be some people coming in to actually help you to grow, or new people will come into your life when you make that decision to change what it is that you need to change to show them who you really are. But if you look at this Nine of Water, I mean, saying your wishes come true. Basically, you don't need to worry about anything. Who you are meant to be in this lifetime, people who are in your life will accept you or not accept you. And if they are meant to be in your life, they'll accept you. If they're not, then these new people will be coming into your life. This is what happens when we change and we need to learn new lessons in our lives. Is new people come into our lives and other people leave it. And this is when it's saying that there are people who are going to be walking away because they found out that it basically, I feel like saying you've lied to them all their lives. But you are, because if you're covering yourself up with a mask with somebody who you are pretending to be, that's not coming from an honest or truthful place. But now it's time for you to step into that place of honesty, truth, because it's going to be bringing you joy and happiness and contentment down the line. So, pile number one, what last piece of advice do we have for you? I know my shadow side and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. So that's about your ego. It's about taking that away, working on your shadow side, so like I said, you can become the true, authentic you. Okay. Life is conspiring for me. I think around this eclipse season, it definitely is. Like I said, this is, I'm not a big astrologer or anything like that. I just find certain things out at the time. And it's basically, life is basically conspiring for the majority of people now, because it's time to move on and shine our light out into the world now. I accept that here now is exactly where I am meant to where I am, and that it is a place of profound learning, and I am loved beyond measure. Like I said, you are loved beyond measure, and if there's people in your life who are meant to stay in your life because they accept who you are and what's happened in the past, then they will still stay there. And if they're not, like I said, either way, you were in the right place. It was a place of learning. We are here to learn lessons, and it's just time for you now to move on with your next chapter. So pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe and comment. And if you didn't, please check the other 2 piles or any other signs in your chart. Thank you. Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the card of forgiveness. It is a purple colour card which is all around your 3rd eye chakra. So let's see what's coming up for you, pile number 2. What messages do we have for pile number 2? Messages for pile number 2, please. So we have invention burning with passion. We've got inspiration. This one. We've got transformation, defining yourself. Okay. We've got destruction, releasing your anger. And we've got freedom, breaking the chains. Yeah. So basically this is quite similar to, which reading was it? I think it was Gemini. I've not long recorded, they got the forgiveness card as well. And what I'm seeing from this is quite similar. We'll see what comes out in the tarot and that though, is that you've either gone through the stage of forgiveness, but something's hurt you as a child, and most of the issues that we have within our lives as an adult is from emotional trauma from our childhood. So I think that like what's happened to yourself, and this is what this eclipse season is about, it's about healing the things that actually cause us sorrow, grief, pain, and it's bringing us into a new life, I want to say, because it's bringing us to a path where it's going to be happy, joyous and abundant. Look, you've got the transformation card here. This is what's happening. It's bringing us into a joyous time. It's just that you need to release all the hurt, the pain, the trauma, the sadness, whatever happened in your childhood. You need to heal that, which will break you free, so that you can then enjoy a life of happiness, abundance, passion, new things coming into your life. Because I feel some of you may already have been starting to get inspiration and different ideas that you want to do. It's just that there's something holding you back. Let's see what the tarot has there for pile number 2. What does the tarot have for pile number 2 for Cancer, please? Pile number 2. Okay, we've got the 5 of fire. Yeah, there's like a lack mentality, because I think you're very, I think you're getting the inspiration, like I said, I think you're getting the ideas at the minute, but there's something holding you back, and until you, it could be a limiting belief from something that's happened in your childhood, especially with the 5 of fire, 5 of earth, 5 of fire, I don't know why I said that, okay. So for the 5 of earth, because that's about being left out in the cold, not having the lack of money, finances, things like that. And this is saying that like maybe it was in your childhood you were told that you can't get something because they don't have enough money. Do you know what I mean? So that these are things that the money is a root of all evil. Do you know, things that were like said to us because people literally believe that. And this is a belief that you have within yourself. You have the ideas, you are being transformed at the minute, but you need to let go of them limiting beliefs. You need to break free from what you've been taught in your past. Forgive yourself and forgive others for telling you, because if it's something to do with that, it's not their fault. Because it's a generational thing. We've all been told this because we were never we were okay. So I just want to say that, like, God never put us on this planet to suffer. That's the way I see things. It's not God that's making us suffer. It's basically the people who are on this planet that make us suffer. So whether that's something you want to believe or not, that is the truth. And basically, we are able to get around that. We are able to come out of that. So that's why I'm saying it's not the fault of your parents or your grandparents or the people who have told you this, because they believed it as well, because that's what we were all told. But now the world is changing. That is like, you can create whatever you want in your life. You can live the life of, I'm going to say Riley. You can live the life of Riley, whoever that was. Maybe there's somebody who needs this called Riley, I don't know. But literally, you can live however you choose to live. It's just how you get out of this lack mentality. And I think it's by forgiving yourself and other people. You've got the 4 of Earth. Look, you're holding on to things because let's hold on to things for a rainy day. That's what we were told, wasn't it? In the past. Or we can't spend that, we're just saving up for a rainy day. I mean, God forbid. It rains. I'm in Ireland and it rains nearly all the time, you know, so it's like we'd be spending money left, right and centre, and that's probably what we should be doing, because at the end of the day, we deserve happiness. We were put onto this planet to enjoy life, and that's what we should be doing. The High Priestess says, listen to your intuition. Have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. And that's it, because you know that you're entitled to an abundant life. You deserve it. You know, it's like, listen to what you want from your heart. Don't be like with your mind going, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, blah, blah. It's your ego thinking then. The way the planet is changing, and these eclipses that have come in now, it's actually just making us see the light to help others as well as ourselves. So it's not just about, okay, I'm going to get money and just do everything for myself. That's okay, but what are you doing to help humanity as well on top of that, you know? And this is where it's coming into the time to do that. And it's like I said, you've just got a bit of work to do around that. Look, the Ace of Earth, it's like an inflow of abundance. It's ready, it's there waiting to come in for you. It's just about forgiving yourself for what's happened in the past. And like I said, if you want to forgive others as well, that's your choice as well. You've got the 4 of Fire. Oh, and the 4 of Air. So the 4s are all around stability, and I think this is what you feel like you haven't had, is this the stability in your life. Or you've had the stability, but like it's because you've put yourself under pressure for it. And I feel that like now it's time that you need to take time out for yourself and consider the options now, and be like, right, okay, why should I limit myself to certain things because of things that have happened to me in the past, you know? And another piece, actually more want to come out. Let's see what we've got. We've got Ace of Fire and the 2 of Water. Yeah, brand new beginnings, of things that we enjoy. It's like balancing our emotions, like I said. There's definitely a new path waiting for you, and it's one that is literally going to be full of joy and abundance. But it could be with a partner, it could be with about something that you love doing. That 2 of Water can be either or, but it's basically a happy, joyous time for you. So pile number 2, what else do we have for you? Pile number 2. What other advice do we have for pile number 2, please? you got the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, like I said, it's your time now with this eclipse season. Prosperity lies ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take time to breathe out, because I think you'll be able to do that, because I think it's like you've been holding you've sort of like been holding your breath for all this time, because I feel like you've struggled with certain things, but now it's time to break free from all that. It's your time to take a breath and breathe out. Your dreams need a practical plan, so maybe it's about writing down your goals, journaling things that you're getting, messages that are coming through for you. Okay, any other messages, please? Any other messages? Plan number 2. Okay. We've got, what do you need to release? And I think that's the healing side. Oops, that you need to work on, is around who do you need to forgive? Is it yourself? Is it others? Or is it both? Emotions are running high, and they are at this time, because like, I mean, the other day, before the new moon came in, I could literally feel a heaviness in the air, and it's just because there's things that need to be released from our lives, and this is what needs to be released from your life, is the lack mentality, the limiting beliefs around abundance, financial things, but know that you're coming to a time of new informative, transformational messages, guidance, things that are going to bring, like I said, you on your new path. It's just how you then go about it. So we're just going to ask for some advice on next steps you can take to help you during this eclipse season. Okay, so we've got the Chariot, the Page of Water, the Knight of Fire, the King of Fire, like I was saying, there could be somebody new coming into your life that will help you with this, because the Strength card, because you are moving forward in the right direction. Oops. The 8 of Air. I'm going to pull one more card after that, actually, because basically that's like you're feeling trapped at the minute, and it's saying this with this eclipse season is you're going to come out of that. You've got the strength to walk away. You need to focus on the things that are going to bring joy and happiness to your life, and I do believe that there could be somebody potentially coming in to actually help you and guide you on your path, but something will happen that will change that. So we've got I'll put it here, the 7 of Earth. So yeah, you've planted your seeds a long time ago, because like I said at the beginning, you know that there's things that you want to do, there's things that brand new things that you want to bring into your life. It's just that you've got them limiting beliefs around certain things. So it's basically the only thing that you have to do now is to work on that, is to work on healing what you need to release, and seeing, is it the limiting beliefs around money or anything like that, and it's just about finding somebody who is actually going to help you and guide you on that. So pile number 2, just a last couple of pieces of advice for you. It says, gratefully I surrender my struggle, I shine my light outwards for all to see. And at the bottom it says, I let go, I release, I am within perfect possibility. And yes, you are. This is basically saying now is your time. This eclipse season is about letting go of the things that no longer serve you, and that's them limiting beliefs for you. So pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I would be grateful if you could like, share, subscribe or comment. It just helps my channel grow. If this doesn't resonate with you, please check the other piles or check the other signs in your placement in your chart. Thank you very much. Bye now. Hi, pile number 3. So you chose the card of vanity. It's a blue card, which means that it's all to do with communication around your throat chakra. So let's see what guidance you have coming in for you for this eclipse season. Pile number 3. Okay, we've got independence, carving your own path. And I literally felt like saying, because I see these people like at a party and around drinking, and I felt like saying you are literally about to show people who you truly are. Is it in a bad way? Is it in with that vanity? I don't feel like it is, but I think it's a case of being careful just in case you get too vain around certain things. But let's see what else comes out for you. The self, gathering your power. You've got trust, love and friendship. Oops. You've got knowledge. And we've got destruction, releasing your anger. Wow. Okay, so I think if you're not careful enough, the vanity will come into play. It's your ego acting up on you. That's what I feel like, because stuff that has happened to you, I believe in the past, people have ignored you, and you feel like now it's your time. With this eclipse season, you feel like it's your time to shine, but it's because you've gathered all the knowledge, you've gathered who you are as your own being, you've carved your own path, like it's saying there, you claimed your independence. But you can basically, if you let your ego get to you, I can see there that you're basically, you can you can cause a lot of destruction along your way. And it's about, and yes, people will notice you then, but will it be for the right reason? That's what I'm feeling. Let's see what the tarot has for us. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of built up anger because you were basically ignored in the past, whether it was to do with work or in a relationship, or something happened at a party that is basically you tried to communicate with people and they weren't listening to you. I think that's where you got really annoyed and angry. But like I said, let's see what the tarot has for us. We've got awakening, which is the Hanged Man, I think it is. Yeah, the Hanged Man. I have to check that with these cards. So it's saying look at things from a different perspective. Yeah, it's important to be yourself, but it's how you present yourself to people now. The Queen of Earth says make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Yeah, because I think because you were ignored and things like that, if you let your ego get too much, that's where the vanity and the vainness comes in, is because you were standing up for yourself. You're saying what you've got to say now. However, you do still need to look at it from a different point of view, because you don't want the people around you looking at you. Okay, so something's just happened there. Big massive pain in my head, wherever that was about. Okay, so I feel things as I'm doing this as well, and like sometimes my throat would get blocked or things like that, but like I literally got a really big pain in my head then. So I think some of you are really overthinking what's happening, or very angry, and that's why this pain is in my head, is that like you want to sort of like lash out at people, and I feel that this is not the time to do it. If you want to show people the real you, with this eclipse season now, is yes, it is bringing the lightness away from the darkness, but it's how you do that. If you're doing it in a destructive way, if you're doing it in a bad way, then that is basically going to come back on you, and that's not who you are. That's not who you are meant to be on this planet. This fell out with just the 10 of Earth. So it's saying financial security, finding magic in the little things in life, a happy family life, because this is what we all want in the end, is to be happy, abundant and joyful. And if you are doing it the wrong way around, then it's like the power's gone to your head. And I think that's why I got that big massive pain in my head, is because you know how to, you want to be listened to, but you're doing it in the wrong way, you know, and that's where that vainess comes out, because you've gathered all the knowledge that you need. So people are listening to you, but it's just going to your head now, I feel. What other guidance do we have for pile number 3 then, please? So you've got the Knight of Fire. Oops. We've got the 10 of Fire. So it's saying there that you've got a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance, and stress-related health concerns. Then you've got the 6 of Water. You've got 2 10s there as well, which is, like I said, it's the end of a cycle. And you've got the 4 of Fire, and it's a happy, joyful family time that you're coming into. It's just that, like I said, you just need to be very wary of how you're portraying yourself to other people now. Look at things from a different perspective. You know, you've got the right information, you've done the work on yourself. However, because of what's happened in the past, it's like a revenge thing. I feel like you want to like get revenge on things or people who've done harm to you in the past, and that's not up to you to do that, because that will come back on you. They will get karma in their own way. That's the way I feel at the minute. But just know that if you work on yourself even more, look at things from a different perspective, like I said, is like good, happy things will be coming in for you during this eclipse season. So what else do we have for pile number 3, please? What else do we have for pile number 3? So we've got hold your vision. Nothing is yet set in stone. Communication is key. Don't let pride get in your way. Makes sense. And whoops. A time for healing, and have faith in your dreams. So yeah, this is basically clarification of what we've said. Is like, you know exactly where you want to go and what you want to do, but it's how you do that. It's how you communicate to others now, and not to let that ego or things like that get in your way. If you need help with healing, that's what you need to go and do now. Is during this time, is you need to ask for healing for yourself on why you're getting angry all the time, why you're letting these people upset you, hurt you from what's happened in the past, because at the end of the day, that is their issue they have to deal with. If you turn into them, so what I'm seeing from that card then is, if you can think about how you felt with what they did to you, would you want to do that to somebody else? I mean, if that's a yes, then listen, at the end of the day, that is your choice, it's your path to go on. It's just that with this eclipse season, it's basically seeing the truth, seeing things that were hidden are coming to light, and people are going to get their karma big time. So it's about, if you were putting out like revenge, if you want revenge on these people, if you want anything like that, that will still come back on you, no matter what happened to you in the past. But if you allow and let what is meant to be, then you will receive the good karma coming back to you. Okay, so what next steps or advice do we need moving forward for pile number 3, please? What advice or next steps do we need for pile number 3? Strength. Yeah, you've got the strength to overcome this. You just need to do a little bit of healing during this time. Go and sit, go and meditate. You know what you want in the future. I mean, if it's revenge, then that's your choice, that's your path. But I think that what you want is you want a voice now for the future. You want to be heard, and that's okay. We all need to be heard. It's just that how you're going to share that with the world now. How are you going to put the knowledge that you've learned in the past out to let others basically learn their lessons from them as well? So you've got the 2 of water and the 5 of fire. You've got renewal, which is I think it's the judgment card. Yeah, the judgment card. Too many. So yeah, so I feel that like the conflict with others is basically what you will get into if you pursue this path. But the judgment has come out to say, like, do we really need to go that way? You want happiness and joy and abundance in your life. And this is saying if you don't resolve that conflict, then it will turn a different way for you. But now it's time to reevaluate everything. It's time for you during this eclipse season to say, no, do you know what? I'm not going to let them get to me anymore. I'm going to go. I mean, if it's a job or something like that, like I said, go and find a new job. Go and do something that is basically going to change or get you out of the situation of the people that you're around. These both fell out as well. 2 tens. Look, the 10 of air and the 10 of cups. Wow. This is what you're heading into. It's the end of a difficult situation to an absolutely fantastic, happy, joyous, emotional fulfillment type of ending, and this is what you want. You wouldn't have come to this reading otherwise, because I mean, you were drawn to this because of your intuition. So this is telling you that this is how you deal with the hurt, the anger, the frustration that's within you. Because if you don't deal with that, it's basically going to lead you to a place of destruction, which is not what anybody wants. So last final piece of guidance for you, pile number 3. Okay. So you've got, I let go of the anxieties of others. Yeah, that makes sense totally. If you keep holding on to what's happened with other people in the past, well, 1, you'll keep attracting them people in unless you let go, and 2, you won't be able to move forward until you've released them. Any other advice for pile number 3, please? Okay. This one. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Look, I have power and it is real. You do. You are so powerful, and I think you know that. It's just that, like I said, in the past it was hidden from you, but now you're seeking the truth, but you act upon it in a good and happy, kind, compassionate way, and you let go of all the stress, anxiety and hurtfulness of what's happened to you in the past. Whew, wow. Pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, maybe not enjoyed it, but like, I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like, share and subscribe, and if you want to comment below, I would be grateful. If this doesn't resonate with you, please check the other 2 piles, and if not, check the other signs in your chart. Thanks very much. Bye now.